It's a lovely sunny morning in Colchester. I went out a little bit earlier and got some shopping. Things are looking great at the moment in the demented runners world. I'm going to kick off with a little bit of news. This should be quite a short video, and it's really, the content today is about helping people with early onset dementia. So, to start with the news, I've actually stopped running for the winter. Basically, it was just getting too cold out there. What happened? I don't know. For those of you that have watched, for those of you that have watched my other videos, you'll know that I injured myself in the cold because I was stupid. Really, I didn't warm up properly. But you know, it is what it is. And also, I found it that cold, believe it or not, the other day when I went out. My feet were freezing, and it actually took about 3 miles, I reckon, before I could actually feel my toes again. That was how cold it was. And the worst part of it was I was going out for a run, and then the day after I'd have like a cold and that, and I've had like this horrible blooming chest infection or whatever it is, and I haven't been able to shake it. So the bad news is I've stopped running on the roads for the winter, but I'm back to the gym now, which in itself is good and bad as well. So that's good because it's dry and warm, but it's bad because treadmill running is pretty boring. I don't think, I think, well, I could probably run on there for hours because there's not so much impact, but I couldn't from a mental perspective, you know. I'll probably do about 10 miles on a treadmill and that'll be it, you know, because it's so boring. So on to the post. Basically, it's for everyone that has early onset dementia or a family member of a person with early onset dementia. And I'm here really to say, don't give up. But anything is possible, and I'm 100% certain that you will live way longer than the 7-year prognosis that you were given when you were diagnosed. So how can I be sure? Well, because just 3 years ago I felt just like that myself, you know. And I actually considered suicide. I know it's horrible to say, but you know, that's how it was. But you know, I was lucky. I had a great wife. You know, she helped me, supported me, and brought me back from being a zombie really. And also, you'd never believe what I've achieved really since I woke up. I smelt the roses and started a fight against the diagnosis. And I plan to not only beat that 7 years, but surpass it by many years, hopefully decades even. So if this is your first visit and don't have a great understanding of dementia, early onset is actually classified as anyone that has dementia whose age is below 65. And early onset is also sometimes referred to as young dementia or young onset dementia. A question I get asked lots actually is how can I do it? You know, how can I achieve what you've achieved? If you're asking yourself the question, can you do it too? My answer to that is absolutely. So long as you're generally fit and healthy and aren't sort of like affected by a illness or disease that could be made worse by exercise and going on a diet, there's absolutely nothing that can stop you achieving your dreams other than yourself. You know, 9 out of 10 people that I talk to about improving their health by running and dieting, they all say the same thing. Oh, there's no way I can do that and all this. There's only their kind of like pessimism and negativity that's stopping them from, making a big difference. Anyone can achieve their dreams, and it's only their own minds that, are stopping them from doing anything. The other question I get asked a lot is it really possible to fight against dementia? And I was told by my consultant that dementia is incurable. Now, I'm no medical professional, but that you can't fight against dementia, and dementia is incurable, but it is possible to suspend or slow the mental decline. But it depends on the type of dementia you have. For example, if your dementia is like mine, and so vascular dementia, I'm certain that most people with vascular dementia, that the cause has been diabetes, i.e. in the vascular dementia. So, basically living a poor lifestyle, i.e. no exercise and just eating rubbish, causes the diabetes, and the diabetes in turn causes vascular dementia. So basically that's how I slowed the mental decline. I mean, it was only after 3 years of only after 2 years of having dementia, that when I started exercising and eating better, that I saw a difference, a big difference. I mean, I'm 100% certain that had I not made these changes to my lifestyle, I wouldn't be sitting here. I mean, I'd probably still be alive, I'm not saying that, but I know for a fact I wouldn't be sitting here telling you about how I've slowed the mental decline. So yeah, I've basically slowed the decline through exercise and diet. Now, I appreciate those 2 words might be painful to hear, that's completely understandable. But, as I discovered, neither of these things need to be painful, and they can become enjoyable. In fact, I would say that the exercise part of it has become more than a joy. That's what defines me now, if you know what I mean. I'd say that easily 50% of my life is taken up by exercise. So, obviously I'm not just talking about, walking down the road like 50% of the day. I'm talking about, getting involved in the community and everything, and planning the Ironman and doing marathons and 10k races and all that sort of stuff. And just recently, starting to help the community a little bit more. Yeah, so as I discovered, neither need to be painful. They can become enjoyable, and especially if you remember that the end result should result in increasing the time that you get to spend with your family. So that in itself, you know, should be enough to inspire you to at least start. So starting is as easy as basically joining a gym or taking a short walk to the shops. And if you live locally to me, I mean, I live in North Colchester, as you know, or maybe not, I don't know. And I'm more than happy to join you. You know, I do actually offer a free running companionship service to people with dementia, which includes walking as well. If exercise is new to you, so you know, you don't have to worry about keeping up with me. I wouldn't say, oh, nice to see you, mate, and I go running off into the distance and you're left walking behind me. No, I'll stay with you all the time. You know, it's as much as it's as important that you get the care as well. You know, I'm not going to leave you on your own, not at all. And you'd also be surprised how well you can progress. I've had people go from barely being able to walk like 50 metres without getting out of breath to being able to run like 10 kilometres like in a year. So that obviously that takes me on to the next bit. So if you want to take it all further, you know, after a short while, you'll be shocked actually. With the right kind of like mental attitude, you'll be surprised how well you'll advance and how quickly as well. And I actually attend many races and events during the year, and you know, you're welcome to join me and we can complete an event together, which I'm sure you will really enjoy. If you're still not sure, or you need advice or anything like that, I now actually have a Facebook group that's open to anyone, whether you have dementia or you're a family member that knows or cares for someone with dementia. My wife Amanda is an admin as well, who, I mean, obviously she has lots of experience in dealing with me, and I was always difficult even before I had dementia, so she's got the patience of a saint, let's just put it that way. She also knows about, you know, changes, the personality changes that come with dementia, you know, and what it's like living with someone with dementia. I'll put a link down below. I think the Facebook link is leemiller.run/Facebook. Yeah. Just something to remember. While the admins and we don't give medical advice, obviously, but we can help by providing support, advice, and can answer many questions. You know, the thing about having dementia is that the same people ask the same sort of questions, so you know, we're ideally placed to answer the questions that you need answering. And if you know you need extra support or whatever, we can point you in the direction of the best places to go. And for a more private setting, I actually have a members section on my website. That's actually quite new as well, where your posts are only visible to other members, and I'll put a link down there for that as well. And yeah, that's leemiller.run/community, I think. I'll make that 100% for certain when I'm editing it, or it might go up there. I think there's a way of adding links to that little thing that pops out, and I'll add it to that if that's possible. So thanks for watching. I hope this information helps. Please subscribe, and more importantly, share with anyone you know that's affected by dementia, and if you can, click the like button. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.